There we go.
I'm not even there for 25 seconds, and I've only been stealing that I've
No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Little. First time, Melon Man. He's back. It's nice to have some friend support today. Nice to see you. Welcome. I tell you what I forgot to do this week. I forgot to write a pre-race spiel. Hey Roy, good luck to you as well. Good luck to everyone that was the message from Roy there. I have a fancy new toy I get to play with today. I have a telemetry system. Way! Allows me to see a bunch of data. And I will make sure I tell you when I'm using it. You guys won't be able to see it. But essentially I have my laptop open here. And I have a bunch of telemetry data, which hopefully the drivers were not nice to me. I should be able to see all their data. So I get to see tire temps, fuel, stuff you'll never really get to see, like fuel levels, setup data, all that fancy stuff. I'll also get to see stuff like track conditions in terms of weather, track temp, air temp, engine output on each car, the setups, the grade height, the tire temps, all of that fancy cool stuff, which I don't know how much of it we'll get a chance to use today, but hopefully a fair bit. But if I go onto my tab window, is set to Bahrain currently, but hopefully that should fix itself. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work, but fingers crossed it works, because it'll be the best thing I ever had the chance to play with. Because I used to have something like this in another league, but then they got rid of it. And now it's saying we're at Albert Park. Probably because I have it set to Albert Park, though. I'm trying to do like a little setup window. Here we go. Oh, the tab window's so small. Yeah, no, we'll just go with the tab window. The main window and the tab window, because the tab window has every window on it. And I just hit tab and it changes between them. Oh, I'm excited. I gotta mess around with some data. The thing is as well, this software actually allows for data predictions as well. So I can actually tire wear laps to go. I can predict pit stop windows and all sorts. Anyway, it's amazing. I'm playing the Minecraft X Nerf collab. Good on you, lad. But yeah, Saudi Arabia. Some choice words about this circuit. It's pretty good. I can't lie. I like the circuit. It's just a very hard one. And expect a few accidents around here today. Maybe not as much as Monaco, but do expect some here. Because I do believe it will get hectic. And I'm just going to reset my telemetry. It's very good for a Minecraft map. Fair enough, man. It sounds good enough for a Minecraft map. And you're just going to have me yapping in the background with my little data computer. I love this thing. Because now I feel like I'm actually in a Formula 1 team with like data and stuff. Because the thing is with commentating, it's very hard for me to know what's going on in terms of like the weather conditions. Stuff that the drivers can see that I can't see. But ultimately, because the game has this telemetry system built in, it is hypothetically, which is what I find friendly, a system that can bring it all in together and put it on a big page for me. So as the commentator, I gotta know that. Which is really good. I think that the track is called Jeddah International. I hope it is. But I'm gonna try and wing a I'm gonna try and wing a pre-race spiel, which isn't something you want to be hearing. But it's something I'm gonna have to do. If I can wing one, I can write a good one for next week. Saudi Arabia. Yes. Here we go, this is what I want. Championships. And we're not going yet. It is the hour, and we did say we'd start on the hour, Roy. Come on. We're running later than usual, because for those who aren't as motorsport inclined as us, we were all watching the Formula 1, so that's why we're late. But it's all good, because, well, we get to watch the Formula 1, and now we get to do the Formula 1. It's the best part ever. And the best thing about watching Formula 1 is I've just heard about, an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of commentating. So I now get to do about a fraction of that. But I have the experience. We are there. Then we are 19 drivers. Ready up, everyone. Good luck. The message has gone out. And I beg to Jesus above that my system works. Oh, God, if you're up there. And pray that the drivers have nice to me in terms of my, system of my rule change system. I mean, I know when I was in my last league, when I had a system like this, they influenced the penalty if you didn't have it enabled, which I think was a bit cruel, but just gonna hit one reset before we go in, then pull up a tab window. See if we get an update. I think we have to load in for the data packet to get sent. Here we go. I don't know, the track map I have it on and the corner names do not align. Please hold for my pre-race spiel. It is coming, but please do hold while my data loads. Please work, please work, please work. Yay! It worked! And no one's enabled their data. Okay, no, one person did. Thank you, Kevin. For enabling that data. And as I go down... Yes! Oh my god, this is amazing. I don't even need to look up at my screen anymore. Right, well, hello everybody. Welcome to round... 9? What round is it, guys? Welcome everybody to round 8, Jesus Christ, of season 7 of League of MvP. And today we're coming at you from the Jeddah street circuit. It's a 6,175 mile circuit. I don't think that's right. I think it's a 6.175 mile circuit. Or is that meters? I don't know. It's weird. And a 3.837 miles. Yeah, that's meters. 6,175 meter long circuit. There we go. With some interesting corners, quite new addition coming in the 2021 season. And yeah, we're going to go over the quick championship standings. So last week we had Lazy take over back over Hamby for second in the constructors, looking to fight AJ for first, and therefore Mercedes getting Williams as well in the constructors by 3 points. Haas quite the margin away, but there is a possibility of closing up around here today. I'm gonna pull up all the stuff on the stream for you guys. I want that. No, I don't want that. Here we go. Everyone's on the soft tires. Cool. Right, here we go, ladies and gents. I have the qualifying sheets in front of me. 16 minutes on the clock. Let's do this. So, what are we looking at here? We're looking at Oechi here. But who's going to be the first one round on the lap? I think it's going to be an Alpine of Jens. Alpine of Jens, here we are. In P17 currently, but these spots do not matter. Here we go, across the line. Going now down into turn 1, we'll go on board. Going into turn 1, turn 2 chicane complex, pretty difficult, but handles it very well. Into turn 3 now, long sweeping left-hander. Well, not very long, but here we go. Turn 4 it is, long sweeping left-hander into a right-hander. Very difficult corner, can lose the car there. Into turn 5, left-hander again. Turn 6, another long right-hander. Continued here into 7, I think that is, and 8. Here, sector 1, very tricky to get right, but when you get it right, it just does work. Yellow flags already in the 3rd sector as people are trying to space out along the hairpin. Speaking of hairpin, there's a hairpin each side of this circuit. This one's a little bit tighter with the wall, but Jens handles it very well, going now into the blind chicane. Very, very hard. Blind right-hander into a left-hander. Very, very typical for accidents to occur there on this circuit. I think that was a car, a Red Bull there, pulling over to the side. Going down now, down the long left-hander straight. Now another right-hander. The straights aren't very straight on this circuit, I'll tell you that much. Into another blind left-hander. Very, very tragic accident to happen there if you take too much speed into there. Going now into a long left-hander straight. Keep on going to reach the final corner here. A hairpin on the other side of the track. Gonna go around the corner now. Down to the straight. You want to pull in just towards the left here to make sure you just graze the white line for the quickest rundown. And a 128, 4-3-2-3 goes Jens Orino. Who's next across the line? It's a Red Bull and a Flyer on an outlap even. Going on a Flyer. The other Alpine now is going across the line of Josh Morton. Takes the line a bit better. 127.681. Alpine 1-2 AJ. A 127.367 goes P1. We're looking out for Mercedes and the other Haas. Speed process 128.929. Excuse me. Narbred a 127.276. Narbred on the up and up in the second half of the season after getting the better Wi-Fi. Really been helping him out here. David a 127.315. Swampy and Roy just put in a 5 and 6 performance for McLaren. And that was a Oechi sliding up into 3rd position, a 127.347. Pretty good performance in these recent races, and it's going to look pretty good for them. The theoretical best time we're looking at the minute, a 127.092. As who was that who just jumped up there? I think it was Cammy just managing to set a time there. A 129.4 dead. Burmeister slotting into P5, a 127.521. Lazy putting in a 127.608. A little bit more pace to come from that Mercedes, I believe. There. Where is Team Red? There he is. A 128.443 was that lap time just set. And I think we're waiting. Hamby on an outlap. Smidge still going around a bit. There's a Red Bull there of Kevin Cow on an invalid lap. There's a Williams here about to cross the line properly here. Taking a look at the theoretical best time, we've dropped down quite a bit to a 121.393 is the calculation we're looking at, but I don't know how, I don't think we're getting that low. So I think that statistic has been thrown out the window. A 111.9, yeah, we're not getting a 111. I don't know what this is using as a calculation. But it's definitely not using the right stuff. I can get all the lap data on each of the cars as well. This is so cool! You don't understand, bro. Right, where's Hamby? Hamby's still going around. Here we go. Into tricky sector 3 here. You got a blind corner coming up shortly. Here, no, still sector 1 even. Excuse me. Still got 2 blind corners coming at you at this rate. Here we go around. Long hairpin here, sort of like the end of a needle. This one, compared to the other one, it's a bit more angular. That one's a bit more like a loopy round. There you go. There's the first line corner. Takes it like a champ. Nearly grazes the wall there. But it's doing a good job to not hit any walls. And the walls here, little chips on them can lead you flying across the circuit, taking out 3 drivers and having a massive crash. That's 5 cars on track currently, so it is quite empty, so no risk of that occurring anytime soon. But Hamby is doing pretty well, coming up to the next line corner very, very shortly. Never mind, he's already done it into the hairpin. This track always confuses me because it looks the same the whole way around. But does it like a champ. We're coming up to the line now. Little grades of the pit lane white line. And it's P5 for Hamby, a 1:27.463. Very, very good job. There's only a few drivers out on the track at the minute. But Smidge, a 1:33, that time could definitely be improved. And Dino also out on the track. So we'll take a look at that while I look through the weather. Here we go, session info, top speed. The top speed at the minute is 341 miles an hour through the speed trap, going to one of the Red Bulls. I assume that will be Burmeister. Speaking of Hamby, Hamby's coming in actually. I wasn't even speaking of Hamby. Track temperatures are solid 28 degrees, and we've got air temperatures of 23 degrees, with no rain expected. 4% chance of rain. We're looking good on that. We're looking at, I don't know what this thing here is. Tire strategy. I'm seeing, though, under the race, I'm seeing wet tires being listed. So I have a feeling for the race, we might get a little bit of a wet weather. Although for the race, it says we're looking at cloudy. I don't know what that means, though. I don't know what that icon means, but we'll get more elaboration on that when we get into the race here. Here's the timing table. Some people going out onto multiple soft sets, some people only going out on one soft set. You don't want to use up all your soft tires because you won't be able to use them up in the race. Let's take a look here at one of the drivers out on a lap now. AJ is currently out on a lap, just started in fact, going through the chicane. The brakes get very warm, so do the tires. I have AJ's tire temperature and fuel consumption graph up right now. The whole point of the outlap is you don't want to use too much fuel on the outlap. You want enough fuel in the car so that you don't use all the fuel. But he's doing very well at the minute through this track. Any purple sectors I can't see. Using as much energy as you can. On qualifying, it is very much set up so that it is so that you do only really use that single set. I think that, yeah, that's going to be invalid there. I think that blind corner just got a bit too ambitious there for AJ. Could not get that done, sadly. 13 cars out on track here, so it's going to be quite a hard thing to keep track of. The purple sectors right now. We got David with the purple sector 1, we got AJ with the purple sector 2, and we have the AlphaTauri Smidge with purple sector 3. There is some promise with AlphaTauri there. Whether or not it comes out to fruition, who knows? That purple sector has actually just been snagged up by a Williams of Hamby. Not of Hamby, excuse me, of Josh Morton even, the Alpine. That looks like a Williams blue, not a Alpine blue. Apologies there. The timing screen's a little inaccurate. David DePay just sets the fastest lap. There you go, a 1:27.205. The theoretical best times are 1:17.852. Yeah, I don't know what the game thinks is going to happen here, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Molechi still sitting in P3. Nambred P2 with that lap time there. And AJ Hamby not too far behind the usual suspects. We are missing Lazy. Lazy bogged down in 7th right now. Is going to fully come into the pit lane and hopefully get out for one last lap, hopefully 2 last lap with 6 minutes 22 remaining in the session. Fingers crossed there's another chance for Lazy to get out here. As we see a few cars stuck in the pit lane, only 7 cars on track. Here goes Josh Morton though. One of the cars on track, looking to improve their lap time. The sector times have been looking up, I think, for Josh. Let me see. Nope, never mind. They have not been looking up. It's so hard to see sector times. I don't know where I see them. Timing table. Aha! No, wait. Yes, this is where I see it. Oh, it gives me the pit lane speed limit as well. That's amazing. Thank you for giving me this information, game. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but thank you. Jens is on an invalid inner. I think the signs on an invalid sign. Excuse me, Team Red invalid inner sign. I think it's actually on an out competitive lap. And David's on an inner, so we'll keep an eye on this lap time here. It's looking to be an improvement, hopefully, across the board. But actually, I think it's a bit slow. Yes, it's a bit slow. Yeah, I think it's going to be an in lap. Yeah. All the drivers coming in and going out now for final laps. Here we go. There's a William. There's a people sitting in purple sectors who are currently in the pit lane, which is very weird. I'm just going to go back to this timing sheet because this timing sheet was nicer. Yeah, the best part is I can see what cursor my on my laptop. I can see where my cursor lies on the screen here because it will update. And there's just a random long scroll that shows you I'm missing a car. But that isn't in for Jens. It's a Red Bull out, but it's on an out lap. It's Kevin Cow. Let's take a look. He hasn't managed to set a lap time yet. Nor has Snoopy or Dino. Snoopy is a little surprising in the fact that he's not managed to set a lap time yet, but we'll keep an eye on that. We have Kevin Cow going round. Ooh, a little slidey out of turn 2 there, I think. But managing to string it together semi-decently. I have a feeling this isn't going to be a good circuit for this specific Red Bull. Very close to the wall there. Very, very nice. Taking this corner. Ooh, a little bit of a curb. Doesn't take the width of the track there. Going to really mess him up on the exit here. Does manage to keep it valid, though. Sector 1, biggest cause of invalidation. That is. I think Dino is on a lap just behind. Yes, so we'll keep an eye on that lap time as well as that goes round. But Kevin Cow, ooh, very close to the wall there. Very, very close to the wall. With Dino not too far behind. Purple sector there for Kevin Cow, but I don't think that is going to register on my system until he actually sets the lap. 3 minutes left of qualifying though, so people who are still in the pit lane need to come out and get a shimmy on. Which definitely needs to be done. Kevin Cow coming to the line now. What's the lap time going to be? Looking up P13 for Kevin Cow, a 128.463. That seems to bear just a updated. That purple sector was not a purple sector. Sometimes the game likes to give out purple sector when purple sectors have not been given out. I think everyone's only managed to set one lap, which I don't think is true. Here we go. It has just all updated. Yep, non-bread, you have Alechi. Everyone out on out laps. Don't expect me to keep track of this. Because I'm not going to be able to. Dino does manage to set a lap time of a 1:33.976. Not very good there from Dino. I think Unbeaten Sign has apparently not set a lap time on my system, but has on my timing table. That is very weird. There's obviously still a few anomalies in my software. Non-bread takes pole position, but is it too early? Has he got enough fuel in that car to do 2 laps is the question. And let's take a look at his vehicle stats and find out how much fuel he's got left in that car. Fuel in tank, 2.9 kilograms. Is that going to be, that's 1.4 laps. He has got enough If he conserves the fuel, he might be able to get round again, but... I think you've got to be careful here, though. With the fuel, I think it's always worth putting a little extra at the end. Go for a double outer, but it seems like that's not a very popular thing in league racing. I don't know why, but it just isn't very popular. The yellow flag in the last sector, that was the Alpha. Excuse me. That's your number one now. Alpha Tauri. They're taking the line. That would have been Dino. Here we go. There's a Mercedes to the line now. I think that was of Lazy. Starting the lap, hopefully. Hopefully that was not the last lap, but I would imagine it would be starting the lap. Here we go. This is where the real time start getting set, ladies and gentlemen. Strap in, because shit's about to hit the fan. When people start pushing, Roy is out of qualifying. Anyone in the pit lane out of qualifying. Snoopy not setting a timeout. Oh, and there's an Alpine in the wall. And that's messed up. That's it. And there's an Alfa Romeo in the wall as well, or a retirement at least from the Alfa Romeo. Hamby managing to slot it in P2 just before the checkered flag. Nonbred's in the pit lane. Oechi now coming up to the line. It's looking just about fast enough. Maybe they're going to promote him up any of the positions. No, he's going to stay P4. AJ snags the P4. Oechi gets demoted down. 2 P5. Burmeister behind. It's looking on time. Is it going to promote Burmeister at all? No, it isn't. Swampy on a lap. Lazy also on a lap. Let's keep our eyes peeled onto Lazy. What has happened to Roy? He's like been washed down the order because he's like washed totally. Smidge has retired from the session. I think that will be in the pit lane hopefully. So it won't cause any issue. Lazy coming to the line now. Needs to be a better improvement than P8. It's P3 alongside his teammate on the second row. I think he will settle for that one. Mercedes invalidates on the last second there. I think took a little bit too much white line on that exit. And Beaten Sign has one chance to settle up here. He's going to try and keep it valid. And it's up to P10 for Sign. Very well done on that lap there from Sign. So, we will recap. And the theoretical best that session actually ended out, it rounded back down to a 126.638. Ooh, well done everybody. What did I miss? I zoned out for a sec there. You missed the entirety of qualifying. You missed David DePay taking pole position for Haas, followed by Hamby in P2. And then the 2 Mercedes behind with an AJ completing the hybrid sandwich there, which is definitely going to be an interesting sandwich to look out for in the race. So we'll quickly go back over the grid since someone zoned out. David DePay takes pole position for Haas, followed by Hamby in the Williams, Lazy, and Narnbread rally the Mercedes troops 3 and 4 to put a battle to the Haas and the Williams cars. AJ P5 won't allow that to happen. Oechi P6 wants to slot his name up there. Burmeister in the Red Bull P7, followed by Swamp in the McLaren P8. Josh P9 in the Alpine, and Sign P10 in the Williams. And then the rest of the grid will be as follows: Smidge, Team Red, Jens, Roy, Kevin Cow, Cammy P03, Dino 420, Be the Process, or B Process TV, sorry, and Snoopy Dread. That is your grid for the race. Let's find out the track conditions as soon as we load in, because I have telemetry now. Hey. What are we looking at, lads? We're looking at pretty dry by the looks of things. Let me close this and then open it again. Nope. It's because we're in the cutscene, isn't it? So I'm going to have to do my lights out and away we go first. I've opened a... Now none of it's closing. There we go. Holy. Well, race time, my friends. It's the two Ferraris at the bottom of the map. Yes. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5. Let's get hectic round Jeddah, ladies and gents. Because here we are green in Jeddah. Haas off to a pretty good start. Hamby behind. Looking to make some marginal gains here. We'll go over our tyre strategy in a moment. Josh Morton making up some positions early on, some people towards the back, Ferrari and Cami and Process making up some positions, but towards the front, nothing's really changed. AJ, pretty good pull away. Hamby, also pretty good pull away. Lazy and Nambred, they're all equally spaced, single file down the straights because there's no really room for overtaking down through this sector one. If you do, you're a mad lad. Here goes an Alpine though, on Burmeister, tried it earlier on, couldn't really get it done, tries it again, also couldn't really get it done. But does manage to stay behind safely. There's a Williams behind here looking for a positional gain, but nothing. And here we go. I also get all the warnings given for corner cutting here, but I don't have the names linked to them. Here we go. Here's another move here. Josh Morton managing to get past. So here we go. I missed a attack for the leader. Excuse me. Down the main straight. Lazy does manage to get past Hamby here. Lazy, I thought, maybe not being so well on the street circuits, does actually manage to get the position for P2 here over Hamby. But Hamby seems to be looking very strong. David does set the fastest lap, and the other Mercedes wants a piece of it as well. Hamby falling down the order with the tyre choices. Here, I don't think it's worked out very well with them here. Let's take a look at the current tyres then, shall we? It is mediums from the top first to 8th, hards for 9, 10, 11, mediums for 12, 13, 14, hards for 15th, 16th you have mediums, 17th you've got a soft runner in the process, Kevin, Cal and Dino running mediums there. But there's been some overtaking here. Nambred getting demoted down a position again. Hamby gaining that back. Now on the back of Nambred is AJ. AJ looking for a move here through this big long straight. Here would be my guess. Stick some battery on Mad and see what you can pull off, I think. But no, nothing yet. DRS not enabled until the start of next lap. So we're going to have to wait here for them to get up to some speed. Looking down the order a bit now, trying to see what we got going on in terms of our weather. It is 5% chance of rain, so I don't think there's going to be any change in the weather conditions. No sudden changes in wind nor track temperatures, only increasing as the cars are running on it, which is to be expected. A little bit of cold track. Sign is pitting, surprisingly. I do not know what they are pitting for, but I think we'll find out in a minute. So I assume it's going to be a change onto the medium compound. It would be the only justified choice in my opinion. Maybe a little bit of regret now starting on the hards, maybe picking up some wind damage. No stranger around this circuit, I tell you. And Hamby now. Looking on the back of David, I think. Yes, we are looking on the back of David. Few eyes up towards the front here for a little bit. It is onto the mediums there for unbeaten sign. Cammy picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I'm going to put that down to track limits. Yes, I am. So, Hamby here. Ooh, very close to the wall there. But it does manage to go well. Nambred looking behind with the DRS. Hamby also has the DRS. But who's going to have the better DRS? Use of ERS down the through corners, looking around the outside, down the inside, the next corner. Does back out though. Does Nambred. Very, very wise decision, I believe. There, Dino getting over Cammy there, who has picked up that 3-second time penalty as aforementioned. But here we go towards the front, side by side, David and Lazy. David does manage just to keep a hold of it here. down through the hairpin. Hairpin, it is a pretty prime overtaking opportunity, but also down this straight. Here we go, side by side. I think Lazy's done it here into the braking zone of 1 and 2. Yes, Mercedes does manage to get on through. David then resides in P2. Hamby and Narmbread now would surely want to get interweaved into this by getting past Hamby. But it's so far not so lucky for Narmbread. And AJ's sort of just been chillaxing. His chillaxing vibes usually do work out, but oh, what's this? Lazy's had to take an escape road and has dropped all the way down to P5 into P6 now, as Awechi has some overspeed there, going into the hairpin, but is Lazy going to get the switch back? Yes, he is. It's still side by side going into a blinder, I think. Yep, Lazy, playing that very smart, and backing off there to allow for an incident-free corner there. So David leads, followed by Hamby now, Narmbread, AJ, Awechi, Lazy, Burmeister, Swampy, running P8 for McLaren, it's pretty good. Josh and Jens. Jens currently up 3 positions. Ferrari up 4 and 4 apiece, doing very well. Awechi gets past AJ. Awechi's on a flyer. And here we go, Hamby for the lead. Down the inside of the hairpin's going to get the better on the exit as David hits the wall, compromising his exit. Maybe could also be vulnerable to Narmbread down the straight. Here we go. Yes, it looks like it. And the toe is going to be 3 wide into the corner. No, it isn't. It's going to be 2 wide. Mercedes and David. That Mercedes making up 2 positions down that straight. Very impressive move there. Awechi just lurking behind, doing the AJ strap. But the AJ strap, sadly, has not been working unless you're planning on taking an escape road. Smidge gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. We're going to find out what tyres Smidge is going to swap onto now shortly. After doing 4 laps on the hards, I assume it will be mediums. It is mediums. Narmbread has pulled a second here from David, just realised. Very, very quick pulling of the gap there. You let him through and he just flew away with it. Here goes Hamby on a beautiful helicopter cam shot on David. David's just going to let it happen into a blind corner. Probably a smart idea, but oh my god, that compromising exit. Hamby's now starting to pull around about half a second out from David here. And Awechi's only coming up behind. Excuse me. Awechi closing it in through the hairpin. I'm focusing a lot towards the front, but the front's where it's all happening at the minute. I understand that at the back there's stuff happening. Teammates there, Jens and Josh swapping places. Who was that who just dived into the pit lane? David Pay into the pit lane. I wonder what that is for. We'll find out. We will find out. But Lazy here, lurking P5, AJ P4, let's see Hamby again, followed by Narmbread. It's at 1.1 seconds out from Awechi and AJ here. My leaderboard has just hit a refresh, because it does that sometimes. But I'm seeing a lot of green and very little red, which is usually a good sign for most people, unless you're in the reds, because the reds usually means you've lost a lot of positions if everyone's up green. Jens up 5 positions from race start. Very, very impressive job. And the 2 Ferraris seem to be working in tandem, although one of them has seemed to gap the other one by about 3 seconds. But it is a little bit of a fight here. Aston Martin, Cami, Snoopy, and Dino also getting in on this. Through sector 2 here. Sector 2. Here we go. Ooh, little weird exit there from the Alpha Tower even. But does actually manage to get the position on Cami going down the straight. Look at this helicopter cam. There goes the Alpha Tauri on the Ferrari. Very nicely done. Compromised the Ferrari a little bit there. Maybe left vulnerable to the Aston Martin, but does not avail of anything. And there goes the Alpha Tauri. We're going to keep looking at this camera because it is just so beautiful. This track at night. Neon strips everywhere. So beautiful. But the Ferraris took the comments personally about them being right smack down in the bottom. Hello, all 7 of you. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're enjoying yourself today. Snoopy does manage to get back in front of his little 3-way pack down the straight. Here's another pack of cars. Holy. It is led. It's led by the Alpines, it would appear. Josh, Jens, Team Red, Roy, Kevin Cow seem to be in this little train. We'll come back to this one after we just give a check up on the leaders here. Narnbread pulling a 1.2 second gap. It's marginal pullings each lap, but that it adds up. Roechi manages to stick with Hamby here, on track for a podium. He has been for I think the past 3 races, Roechi, but nothing's ever really come of it, sadly. Accident or a mess up with the strategy. But let's see what happens this time around. AJ looking here onto Oechi, going pretty well with a run down into the hairpin. Could there be a possibility for a move up the straight as we just see behind Burmeister slip on by? Lazy seemed to have a pretty good strong start, but lacking performance in the middle. AJ could go for a double overtake here on the Williams, but also on the Alfa Romeo. It's going to be very tight. 2 cars could just about fit through there, but he threads the needle perfectly and does a great job doing so in keeping that, and now goes up into second position with a 1.7 second gap. That fight really helping out Narnbread's gap right there. Ambient Sign has gone for a 3rd pit stop after 1 lap on the mediums. Has now gone 3 laps on new hards, and the other pitters so far. You have David and Smidge, who have both pitted onto the mediums, and I assume that'll be for damage and not many other reasons from that. Let me breathe for a second. Anyway, oh, here's the helicam again. This is when you know something's about to go down. Here comes Swampy on Lazy. I didn't think I'd be seeing a McLaren making a move on a Mercedes. Obviously not Lazy's greatest day, but here he goes. Swampy on the McLaren, on the Mercedes. Gets it done into the hairpin before the braking zone as well. It's going to hold it. But compromised exit, little skim on the wall there. I think went a bit too deep. Doesn't really hold it. Tries to get as much of a toe from there. Nearly going into the pit lane to try and get a good slipstream. And then he joins the back of the leading pack. Which I don't know how on earth he's managed that. You'd never see anyone like Roy pulling something like that off. Holy hell, look at this. We had some cars nearly contemplating 3 wide going through there. Josh, Jens, Kevin, Team Red, and Roy. The early pit stoppers have yet to see the beneficiary of their pit stops. Lazy did 8 laps on those mediums, is now pitted onto a set of new hards. Whether or not this is going to help him, whether it's not it's the right time to pit, we don't know. Roy is a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings there. If we take a look at the race strategy, it is saying it should be a mediums to hard race. And the hard should go on around, I don't know what lap. I need to understand this a bit more because I haven't used it in so long. But if we take a look here at Swampy getting past Hamby, just caught that in my peripheral. Swampy on a runner here. Kevin Cow being swapped down by 2 Alpines here. I think trying to get a move done, but couldn't avail from it. The battery running low on that Red Bull. Alpine's yet to pit. Red Bull also yet to pit. The tyre wear getting pretty bad on these cars now. We're looking around about 30% on the cars, unless they have pitted to the new tyres. Roy has just pitted. Dino as well. But let's take a look back up towards the front, see what's going on here. Still this little bit of a train here, Swampy and Hamby. Hamby does manage to get past Swampy does a pretty good job in doing so as well, I dare say. But manages to do a jolly good show. We're looking at tyre percentages across the grid. We're seeing a lot of them on 0%. I think that's because a lot of them have pitted now. Yeah, I think that's because a lot of them have pitted. We go back to our timing table. We can see who's pitted. Well, hold on. Be process. I think I just swapped off a very important fight. I'm going to go back to that. Alechi and AJ. Swapping. Alechi on for P2. Currently, fighting for the podium positions. But it's a 2.4 second gap to Nambred. I think he may have this one in the bag, but it's never too early. To say. Here we go. Here's the majority of the pit stops. I'll start calling them out in a moment, just so we're all aware on who's on what tyre. But the Alpines, 5th and 6th, haven't pitted yet. The pit stops have come out for it's David still on those mediums from the early stop, 5 of 5. Hasn't changed tyre compound, needs a mandatory tyre change. Lazy, 8 laps on the mediums, 2 laps on the hards. Now running P9, can probably finish the race on this compound. Who's that behind? Swampy onto new hards this lap. Same with Hamby onto new hards this lap. Roy went on new hards last lap. Smidge has made his mandatory tyre change, but I don't think those tyres are going to last until the end. Sign, I think, has not made another stop. Cammy has made a stop for new hards this lap. Dino did stop for new hards last lap. Team Red made a stop for new hards this lap. Speed Process started on softs onto new mediums this lap. And there has been some development towards the front of the grid as the top 2 now pitting onto hards. Burmeister inherits P2 and AJ inherits P1 for Haas. And the Alpines still going strong. Cars yet to pit then. You have the Ferrari of Snoopy. And obviously your top 5 here, down to Kevin Cow. Oh, give me a breather. Ooh. I feel like I'm in Qatar right now. With the temperature. My room must just be very warm. But look at some of these positional gains. 10 positions for Kevin Cow. 10 positions for Jens Reno. We must remember that these guys still got a pit. But it is still impressive how much these guys can do in one lap. And here we go. 2 Mercedes in formation. Should be able to help each other out here. Help a brother out, Lazy. And Nambra looking on the attack of David. David's early pit stop has helped him out here and hasn't kept the position over Nambra, but I don't think that'll be for much longer because David's tyres are only they're 6 laps old and he hasn't changed the compound yet. He's got a medium soft, David is. And here you go, this is going to be the ceiling of the deal here. One Mercedes goes by, and there goes the other Mercedes. Those tyres are just too old compared to these Mercedes tyres. But that is how it is in this world. And one of the Alpines comes into pits, and the other one chugs along. AJ also into pit onto new hards. It'll be new hards on... There'll be new hards on for the Alpine as well of Jens. I believe, yes, it is. 12 positions. Red Bull 1-3. That ain't gonna stay. I tell you that now. Because they still have to pit, sadly. But, oh my god, my eyes are tearing up. Fastest lap currently goes to Swampy. Swampy doing work, it would appear. Let's get a look at those tyre conditions on this this Ferrari here. We're looking at a 41, we're looking for 50% tyre wear on those tyres. I think we can get a few more laps out of them. Keep them going for a bit. And then, yeah, definitely, I think City can probably get up a few more positions just on undercut alone. And the leaders as well, let's get a look at their tyres. Looking at Burmeister, Kevin Cal, and Josh Morton's. We're looking at 50 across, 53 average across the rears, and a 50 average on the fronts for Burmeister. We're looking at 60% average on Josh Morton's tyres. And I think, yes, that will be Kevin Cal into the pit lane. So is David into the pit lane. Those tyres only 36% worn. So someone who desperately needs the pit, probably Josh Morton. And also Burmeister, so they can get their pit stops under their belt and going. Let's take a look-see then. My brain stopped working, I'm so sorry. Let me sit up. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Nanbred has managed to climb back up into third. 2 ahead still after pit. Provisional podium at the minute. Nanbred, Lazy, Oechi. Lazy has pitted. And a struggle early on may actually be proving okay as Nanbred shoots on Josh Morton. To get the move down before he's even pitted, and here goes Lazy as well, gaining down straight into the hairpin. I think it's going to happen, if not in the hairpin, the straight after the hairpin. Teammate should hope they'll Josh down through the corner just a little bit, not really, no, but I think it's still going to get done here. Lazy going to put pedal to the metal here. ERS and DRS deployed. Burmeister shoots into the pits. Josh Morton really not letting this one slide, trying to fight the Mercedes in front. Let's get a look at this. Doesn't come to any avail. The Red Bull of Burmeister onto new softs. Same with Kevin Cal, medium softs from the Red Bull team. Let's see if that gives them any edge over their competition. I don't think it will. I mean, we're seeing a Ferrari medium soft. But other than that, not really many soft compounds being used around here. Josh Morton still trying to fend off Lazy. Nanbred is just going to build this gap away from the other drivers. Going to use this to his advantage. Get out the DRS range, make the overtake easier for Lazy. Snoopy, 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings there. Penalties, I can see them here. I think I can see him. Yeah, 6 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. That is penalties. I don't know what W means. Is it laps led? No, it's not laps led. Let me hover over W and see what it... There we go. Here he comes into the pit lane, gets a 5-second speeding penalty. And Swampy gets past Oechi. Swampy on the podium. There was a definite graphical glitch there. There was a lot more rubber on the track than there should be. Let's just, let me just see this real quick. I don't know if it's just me or if it's just the shadows. But does it not look like there's a lot of... Yeah, look at that. What is that? It looks like they've just stuck in a car full of tar down there. Don't know what that is. Let's forget about it and move on, shall we? Swampy running P3 right now. Oechi P4. AJ in a net P5 at the minute. I think Burmeister in a positional improvement P6. Hamby struggling in P7. Kevin Cal looking to go back up into P8. Currently, oh my god, that's your number 2 into P8. David, ever since the early pit stop, has really screwed over his strategy, sadly. And it's not looking very good. If we take a look at the lap times, though, Burmeister last lap was a 150, but I think he did box last lap. So we're looking at some pacial difference here. Nanbread is lapping 2 seconds faster than Lazy on this street circuit. I think we found who's the more proficient street circuiteer here. But here goes Swampy on Lazy. Swampy currently lapping faster than Nanbread. So I think if Swampy can get past Lazy here, how many laps would it take? About 1, 2, 3, 4, a couple laps. You could catch up here, and Elechi as well, lapping just quicker than Nanbread. Nanbread either needs to pick up the pace or find something else out here. Looking down the grid, there has been no more pit stops, and there shouldn't be any more pit stops. Nanbread, currently far off, 4 seconds ahead. I don't think it'll be possible, but Awechi and Seb, yes, that is Seb. Awechi and Seb have both broken free to chip away at that. Whether or not they work together or they work against each other is their choice, and that's a bit wide there for Awechi. It's going to compromise the exit, and here goes Lazy for the positional. Again, deploy the ERS here, I think. Let's take a look at that vehicle's ERS limits. There is no energy. There is no energy in that car. And there's a virtual safety car has just been thrown there. I have a feeling that this data is wrong, because it says that there's 0% tire wear on that. And it's into the pit lane for Lazy and Lazy only and Hamby. The leaders have passed the pits. It's new mediums on for Lazy. You could get there on soft. Unbeaten Sign gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC, which is very unfortunate. Not as many as there was last time. In Monaco, if you'll remember the drive-through penalties being tossed out there. But very interesting, Lazy and Handy pitting. And David has retired from the session. There's been a crash through this S structure. Let's see if we can get a quick glimpse of it. It should be on the right-hand side. No, they've just cleaned it up. But it's not going to be a safety car. But David is out of the session. Very unfortunate for Haas. Not been a great race. Where is the other Haas? P5. It's optimal, but it's not what they want. They want 2 cars in the points consistently. They're at the top of the constructors, yes, but they can't get slack with it now, because that's how they're going to lose out. Swampy and Alexi giving the best fight I've seen in a hot minute. However, the rest of the grid is catching up to them, and they need to accept that they need to get a shimmy on now, or else things are never going to work out for either of them. So I think they're just going to accept, right? As soon as the one behind accepts that they've got to get a shimmy on, they will get a shimmy on. The fastest lap currently belongs to Burmeister, who is a part of this little battle going on here. I dare say, but Nanbread has 100% got this one in the bag, signed, sealed, and delivered. It's yours. But it's going to be a fight for the other 2 podium positions, I believe. And this is only getting interesting. Here we go. Look at this. Proper send down the inside from Burmeister. Absolute rocket ship. Gets it done. Very, very ballsy. Josh Morton, 3-second time delay for multiple warnings there. Look at the sparks there. I think there might have been some fireworks as well. Roy in the pit lane. For some unbeknownst reason, that should be for wing damage. He just put on new mediums. I'm very unfortunate having to come in now. He's putting on the soft compound. Soft runners are doing quite bad. I mean, okay, looking at Red Bull, they're doing quite well. AJ gets past Swampy now. I think Swampy's tyres may be degrading. Roy has just gone out of the session. I have just noticed that on my timing screen. I must have just missed it. But Swampy now, the sole McLaren, fueled by the DNF of Roy 27, should have the determination to continue, but let's hope. For that, at least for McLaren's sake. Josh Morton gets past Kevin Cowell there. Oh my god, it's so so warm. My eyes are watering as well. Holy, hold on. I'm gonna miss like a key overtake. Here we go. Right, okay, I am back in, whoa, I should probably not say that. It is a song, but hey, better safe than sorry. Burmeister, pulling away now from Seb. It might just be that those soft tyres can get into the end here and just carry him away to a W. If those soft tyres start going off, actually, let's take a look at that. I can see that now. 3-second time penalty for Dino there. Vehicle status, we're looking at Burmeister's car. We're looking at 30% across the tyres. Those tyres start degrading around about 40%. So I have a feeling we're going to start seeing these cars go off here. So if I... Here we go. We're looking at excuse me. We're looking at 40% wear being critical for these tyres. Oh my god, Sign going 70% on his tyres. Lazy has retired or crashed. Crashed. That is a crash, but I have a feeling it's not going to be a safety car. They're just going to get that one cleaned up. But a Mercedes, and the lead Mercedes at that, not the current leading Mercedes, the leading one in the championship. Ow, wow, that is very critical. 40% is the tyre wear threshold for the softs, is what we're looking at. And the tyre wear last lap for Burmeister. We have got a virtual safety car here. For a build-up of debris. Be very careful here, lads, so I'm going to quickly talk about this. We're looking here for the tyre wear last lap of 5.1%. If we're looking at a 40% tyre wear for the tyres to start going by, we're looking at 1.6 laps. So lap 23 where these tyres start to go off. So Oechi, AJ, Swampy need to keep in, but Swampy's falling back even more. What is their tyre conditions are? We're looking at 40% on Swampy's tyres. I think Swampy's hards are starting to go, sadly. Although Swampy's had a brilliant drive, and I do want to give him driver of the day so badly. I don't know if I'll be able to. Anyway, we'll find out. Here we go. Hamby getting the jump on Kevin Cowell into the braking zone. Oh! Very argy-bargy there. And there's been a retirement from Unbeaten Sign in the pit lane. That's 4 DNFers. Who would have predicted that one? Kevin Cowell, Josh Morton, now going around, giving a little bit of a positional change. There's a yellow flag in Sector 3, and that was just for Sector 3 to 1. That was just for a retiring car. We will slowly start moving our way back towards the front. Here's the front. 2.6 seconds back. Here's the front. Here we go. Look at this. Burmeister here, following behind with Oechi and AJ. However, I do want Oechi to get this podium. However, AJ really does need these points here for Haas. But he's starting to fall back off like 2 seconds a lap. Oechi, let me see how his tyre wear is going. His tyre wear. Oh, he's keeping his tyres so conserved. If we're looking for like a 50% tire wear threshold, 2.8 laps, that'll take him to the end of the race. And with a fair bit of energy left as well. Do they actually all listen to me? Oh, okay. Jens' telemetry is in public. B process. No Team Red. No Dino. Oh, Dino's is. Snoopy's is. Smidge and Cammy's is. There's just a few drivers. Okay, nothing too bad. Most of the drivers, thank you drivers for putting that on. It's made this race so much more interesting for me to look at from a data standpoint. If we quickly go back to the timing table, however, we'll look at it from a different standpoint. These softs, I think, for Burmeister are starting to go. I have a feeling, because I think AJ is slowly starting to close that gap up, and the gap between Oechi and Burmeister is gaining. I think Oechi took second off Burmeister. Yes, he did. I just missed it. Although it might have been on the stream, because I was too busy looking down at my data tablet. Now, 2.2 seconds to close to Nanbred. Let's take a look at Nanbred's tyre wear here. We're looking, 45%. If we're looking, the tyre wear last lap, it's difficult. It's difficult. I don't know. Are those tyres going off? I can't tell. No, it's still gaining. If his are going off, Oechi's must equally, they're equally going as bad. So, there was a positional gain for Josh Morton there. I love when people have penalties in game positions, because there's a little flag that I can see, and someone's giving hearts in the chat. Thank you. I do see those. Oechi now on to the second to last lap, nearly. But the gap seems to be closing, but then it just seems to open again. But that's just the illusion of the hairpin. 2.7 seconds, 2.8. That gap's getting bigger. I think Oechi's just gonna have to drive for second place here. Burmeister's gonna try and keep it, try and deny that second place, and try and get second, and then drop Oechi down to third. Excuse me, I had a bit of a stroke there. Burmeister going now to the back of Oechi. It's going to be a last lap battle between these two here, and we're here for it. Kevin Cow also gaining on Josh Morton. Keep an eye on that on the timing sheets, ladies and gents. Those softs though will not be helping. Burmeister gets the move done on the straights with the soft compound tyres. Now it's all in Oechi's court. We've seen some moves done on the line here, or at least I have before, and it's been very dramatic. Why is there emojis coming out of the thing now? There's emoji things. Shocked faces, that's what it is. Anyway, so Burmeister, Oechi now going down. Alfa Romeo, this could be huge. With air constructors stating they've been bogged down quite low and not got many points. This could really give them a little bit of a kick they need, especially with Oechi and the drivers. And Team Red, I don't think he's going to get into 10s, but he might on penalties. I don't know. There's a chance he gets it on penalties, but no, probably won't. But they can use the points here. Oechi now down, round, into the penultimate corners here. Nanbred is going to take the win, but Oechi has one last chance to make the move. Who's got more battery? Who's got more overspeed? Here goes Oechi down the straight, side by side into the hairpin. Is he going to go full balls? He's going to go try and get the overspeed. He's going to pull it down to the inside. Is he going to get the position? It's a drag race to the line. It's going to be Oechi who takes second. Oh my goodness. To the line drag race, 0.07 of a second in it. Hooray! Congratulations, Oechi, but congratulations, Nanbred. for securing the W. He is back in form. And Burmeister for the ballsy but well executed strategy. And oh my god, that was so cool! A drag race to the line. There was a little bump there, I think, from the Red Bull, and I think that bump just compromised him just a little bit and gave Alechi the second place. The fastest lap point is going to go to Burmeister as it currently stands, and my driver of the day is going to be awarded to Alechi for that amazing final overtake. What a move. And just for a great driver overall. It's been a long time coming, this podium, for Alechi, and he has manifested it for him. So, congratulations to him. Let me get them in here shortly. We'll get them in here. Let's hear from them. I want to hear about that drag race to the line. The suspense is killing me. But wow, Kevin Cow gets the game's driver today, but I give it to Alechi for that brilliant last lap move. Whether or not that keeps, I have a feeling the stewards might have some choice words. But, my opinion, very nice. But it is Naan who gets the W in Saudi Arabia. Congratulations, Alechi, P2 with Burmeister. Very, very close behind. Congratulations to the both of you. We'll speak to you two in a minute. AJ just missing out on the podium. P4, Swampy P5, Kevin Cow P6. The Red Bull strategy was something else today. Jens P7, Josh P8, B Process P9, Team Red P10, Dino 11, Snoopy 12, Canny 13, Ambi 14, Smidge 15, Lazy 16th, unfortunately, Sign 17th, Royal 18th, and David DePay 19th. What a session. What a session. Well done, lads. Let me get them in here. I'll remember, it's fine. Let me get them in here. Let me get them in here. It was Alechi. I haven't spoken to Alechi in ages. Naan and Burmeister. What a podium. What a podium of individuals. Wow. Here they are. They're all appearing now. Here comes Naan. Here he is. Hello, Naan. Oh, he's still loading. Hold on. Give him a second. He's still loading. Hold on. There he is. Hello, Naan.
Yo, you alright?
I'm alright. We'll just give some people a minute to
Good,
show
good.
up. But
Yeah, of course.
the return to form is back.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let me just add some people, because some people I don't think have actually been on a podium before. I think, and Wechi's been on the podium before.
Actually, and then Bert, I don't know.
Burr has. I've spoken to Burr before.
Yeah. So it's me and P1 that makes a change.
Huh?
It's me and P1 that makes a change this time, so.
Yeah. Interviews. Sometimes people just turn off their PlayStations after the race, and it's fine. Especially
Yeah.
with it being late,
Bit later, yeah.
later than normal, so I do not mind if they do say no. Oh my god. A drag race to the line. You should
Yeah,
have seen
I
it.
didn't see it. I didn't see it, but I saw the times between them two.
7/100ths of a second. It was
Owechi made it, right? Second?
Awechi made it second, yes, literally on the line.
Nice.
I did
Jeez.
invite Burmeister, right? I hope I did, and didn't invite Someone else. He tagged. I think Burmeister tagged the wrong me. Yes, he said 2 minutes, but then he tagged the other cami. Okay, but Wenchi can't join us. Congrats, though. Andrew, driver of the day. There we go. We will wait 2 minutes for Burmeister, but in the meantime, I'll just interview you anyway because I doubt you'll want to be sitting out too
Yes.
long.
Yeah, sure.
But
Yes.
Narmbread, hello, welcome back to the
Hello.
podium.
Yes.
You're back. Talk us through this race around this
Um.
track.
Yeah. So starting with quali, I did a decent first lap. 27.2, I think it was. And then I had to abort my second run. It was just awful, so I aborted it. And then third run, it was okay. I made a couple mistakes, but that landed me P4, which is all right. At least I'm at the front of the field. And then moving on to the race, I wanted to clear the traffic pretty quickly, which I achieved. That helped reduce my chance of getting damage, like David did, I think. But yeah, that was the worst case, getting damaged. Really didn't want that on this track.
Mm. You stayed quite clear of damage, if I remember.
Sorry?
You stayed quite clear of damage, if I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
did
I was
pretty
just,
well on that.
yeah. That and
Uh,
track limits. I did get a second warning on the second last lap,
yes,
so
you
I was
did.
taking it fairly easy on the last one.
Yes.
But yeah,
Um, but no, you did a good job. I mean, in terms of your strategy, you did pretty well. No, like
yeah,
bish bosh, just medium hards.
yeah. I
Seb
did
went,
see Burr. Burr was on
yeah,
the medium softs, and I knew that they were just going to fall off. And I had a 5 second gap at one point, but then VSC I lost a bit of time. But luckily I
yeah.
had a little buffer to keep me away from them catching DRS.
Here comes Burr. We'll be with you in a minute, but I'm just interviewing Numbred first, if that's okay. Um, but no, I mean, do you have any comments on your teammate today? Obviously a DNF and seemed to struggle quite a lot around the
Yes,
circuit today.
it's unfortunate, bit unfortunate. I'm not too sure what happened. I'll speak to him afterwards. But yeah, we both got good pace usually, so I'm sure he'll bounce back from it.
Hmm. Um, I was gonna say, it seems like on the street circuits, it doesn't seem to be Lazy's kind of tracks, but
Yeah,
where that experience lacks, your expertise sort of like swoop in a bit to
yeah,
salvage the points after the Wi-Fi upgrade. But no, I mean as well in terms of your championship, obviously Haas having a DNF and I think a P5 finish. You're definitely
yeah,
going to catch them, but I don't think you're going to overtake them.
yeah.
Um,
Unfortunately, yeah,
and in terms of you and the drivers, this should give you a much needed boost up to around
of
about
course, yeah,
sixth to top
yeah. I'll take that.
percentile, top 5%, maybe not 5%, top 10 percentile. Let's put it that way.
Yeah,
But no, you're pretty good. What do we have any more street tracks coming up? We have Vegas, I think, and
Vegas, yeah, that'll be an interesting
Qatar.
one.
Do we have
Is
Qatar on the
Qatar? No,
calendar?
Yeah, Qatar. Yeah, but I think Qatar's next.
Oh God. We'll find out.
Yeah,
Let me just pull
which is
up the
also
Instagram.
yeah.
Um, no, it's an Austin sprint race, then
Uh,
LaSalle, Silverstone, Vegas.
right.
So,
Okay.
do you think you'll be
Yeah, not bad.
good in Austin?
Yeah, I quite like Austin, especially on the previous game. I know it's a little different this game, but I do like the track, so I should be informed for that race.
Hmm.
And that goes for Qatar as well, because it's quite fast flowing.
Yeah. That is also a sprint race. It's back-to-back sprint races. Holy. Uh,
Nice. Lots of points to grab them.
yes, you'll be liking that. Anything
Yeah,
to close up you to the top of the championships. But no, Congratulations. I don't think I have much else to say, unless
Yeah,
you have
thank you.
anything you want to say.
No, that's it for me, mate. No, that's it.
Okay. Adios then, sir. Have a great evening. I
Alright,
won't hold you
see
much
you. You
longer.
too.
See ya.
Bye bye.
So,
Bye bye.
bye. Sorry, Burr. Um, hello. Congratulations on the P3. Just lost it on the line, but do you want to tell us a bit about it? And the race as a whole?
Well, I want to congratulate Yonan and Awachi for the great battle, and in the end it could go either way, and I lost it, but I don't mind. We had a great battle, and that's why I race.
Hmm.
If it's a great battle for P15 or P2, it's better, of course, but at least if we keep the respect up and give each other room, then we can race.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed tonight.
Yeah. I mean, no big major incidents. Just I think like two DNFs, two virtual safety cars. Um, Nothing too major. Pretty good racing at some points, especially at the end there when it came down to the last lap between you two, Owechi and yourself. Um,
Yeah.
got very hyped. You opted for the alternate strategy of medium soft. Um, do you feel as if that was any contributing factor to the ending of that race, and do
I
you feel
don't
like?
think it's an alternate strategy, mate. I think it's the
Yeah,
first
sorry,
one to
that's what
go
I
for,
meant.
but everyone missed it. So I took the opportunity. It's just because I knew from another league race I raced in, I knew this is possible if you stretch the mediums a
Mm,
bit. And then in the end, I got a bit stuck in the beginning of my soft stint, so that cost me a bit. And also VSC there, because in the beginning I could gain like 2 seconds a lap on the hards.
mm,
But with the VSCs, it got a bit out of way. So yeah. But in the end, it was great racing with Awachi and all the other people. There was a lot of respect, and then we can race if we give each other room. So yeah,
yeah.
again, I enjoyed.
This is, I think, your second podium of the season, and it should bump you quite far up the constructors into about top 6, 5 territory. And Red Bull, as a constructor, should overtake AlphaTauri quite easily. So you're moving up in the championships. You've got what 4 races left to get to where you want to be. Do you have any aspirational goals for you as an individual or the team?
I'm just here to enjoy the league, mate. But I asked Roy this week how many DNFs I had, and it was like 5 out of 8, I think. And all those 5 I got put off by other people. Maybe one not, maybe Monza not. But it
Mm,
was also a crash in front. So, but I don't care, mate. It's okay for me. I'm not that
yeah,
serious anymore.
fair. I mean, I agree with what you're saying. If we keep the racing clean and fair, I think everyone has a good time.
Yeah,
So,
then the real pace of everyone after 30 laps is clear. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's all about the consistency. It's not about lap one or lap two.
yeah, consistency is very much key. Um, I don't think I have any more questions for you. So if you have anything you want to say,
Perfect. Then I'll go downstairs and take a beer, mate.
okay. Well, have a good one, mate. Congratulations on the podium. I'll let you go do what you
Have a
need to
good
do.
night, mate.
You as
Enjoy
well.
your
You as
evening.
well. Have a good one. Um, Sorry, lads. I'll leave. So yeah, that was a very interesting Jenna. Very good. Congratulations to the winner. I was playing Siege and all. It's fine. But yeah, no, congrats to everyone for today. Pretty good racing, and at the end went down to a wire. I will be back at you shortly with the championship standings on Instagram, hopefully when they get updated. But we'll see you next week for a sprint race around Austin, Texas. Um, so be prepared for that one coming at you. If I'm not too shattered from going to my gaming convention, but I shouldn't be. So I'll see you all hopefully at normal time next week from Austin for round 9, not round 8, round 9. So enjoy. I also think I said round 7 at the start of the stream. I mean season 7. And it's season 8. Um, so uppies, I guess, unless it is season. Wait, hold on. Let me check what season it is. Yeah, no, I said season 7. I meant it's season 8. See you next week for season 8. Have a good one, guys. Where's the end stream button? I beg.